I didn't think that I was worthy of that lane. And I think that's something a lot of artists go through as well when you're finding your sound.
Miss phone calls, still waiting for a text, never get though. Girl, I can even lie, think I miss you.
Do you feel like you're on the brink of a breakthrough or something much bigger that's coming for you?
So I'm telling you, girl, that I still love you.
Then they picked up Frozen, my first opportunity for a sync placement. So, you know, any artist out there, what I do say is, and you'll hear this a lot from a lot of people if they're telling you the right thing, is sync, sync, sync.
Girl, I still love you, still dream about you.
Having a company like the Avenue AR decide that they want to pour investment into you, that means a lot.
Still dream about you.
So I think for any independent artist out there, if you're not using the Avenue AR yet, get to it.
Yo, what's going on, music lovers and music makers? This is Independent Revolution, powered by Avenue AR, where we take a deep dive into the world of being an independent artist. Now, artists are going to share with us their stories, their wins, their losses, the trials and tribulations, and give us real-world tips to other independent artists on how to navigate the world that we call the music industry. Now, Avenue AR is bridging the gap between artists that are looking to get their music heard and real industry professionals that are looking for new music. Now, I'm your host, CO, aka the manager, and today joining me is an artist out of New Jersey that's using the Avenue AR platform to make big strides in his career. So let's give it up for Rare.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, Rare, what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Definitely want to give a big thanks and shout out to Avenue AR and the Independent Revolution for having me here. It's been a blessing so far.
Absolutely, man. Great to hear it. So let's get right into it, man. We're going to talk a little bit about you and then, get right into your story and everything like that. So why don't you, introduce yourself to the people who don't know who you are, the artist, the man, who is Rare?
Yeah. So, hey, man, my name is Rare. Welcome all. AKA the Heartbreak Monster. Now, I've been around, man. Been around. New Jersey is my home. Bounced around a bunch of different spots in New Jersey. Right now, I find myself in the good old Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I've been making music now for quite some time, singing for a while. I gotta say, at least since I was like 8, been singing.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm Rare. Nice to meet you.
He's Rare. Yes, sir. So let's dive a little bit more into that. So where would you say that your musical journey kind of got its grassroots? Like where did everything really start for you on your independent revolution?
Man, those car rides with my grandmother to McDonald's to get some ice cream and some French fries.
Got
bro.
some McDonald's money.
Yeah, man, for real. It was very special moments like that I remember growing up. My grandmother was a woman of faith, believed in Jesus heavily. So we'd be singing Jesus Loves Me in the car rides. I'd be like, hey, Grammy, I want some ice cream. So she's like, all right. And, on the way there, it was karaoke.
Listening to the gospel.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So when would you say was like that first moment where you realized like, nah, I'm pretty good at this. Like this is something that I can pursue and I can really make a career out of.
Yeah, man. I want to say I was probably like middle school.
Okay.
It was in middle school.
Young age.
Yeah, man. 6th grade.
Okay.
So 11, 12. I went out for a play. It was growing up, I didn't get a chance to play a lot of sports. My mother was a single mother. My dad was always around, but I lived with my mom. So for the most part, it was always about time and money.
Okay.
But yeah, man, so one of the things I got into to kind of just like, have something to do after school was plays. I did it 6th and 7th grade. Unfortunately, I retired after that. But no, the 6th and the 7th grade, man, yeah. I did Oklahoma.
Wow.
In 6th grade.
That's a classic.
I couldn't tell you who I played. I know it was somebody's daddy. It was somebody's daddy. But then the following year, this is I don't know if you're aware of how, trying out for plays works, but you got to sing. whether you can sing or not.
Right,
They'd be
right,
like,
right.
hey, we want to see what you can do, because
Right.
there's a bunch of instances where it's a group singing.
Okay.
So they wanted to see what everybody had, and I sang, and I'll never forget my music teacher at the time in Seoul Middle School in Linden, New Jersey, Miss Chapman. Miss Chapman, if you're out there, you were a huge influence.
Shout out to Miss Chapman, man.
She taught me how to play the piano. I never took it along with me. But yeah, man, I got into plays in the following year. I was actually casted as the backup to the lead role, and I still ended up playing one of the major roles, which was in Aladdin.
Okay.
I played the genie, and
wow.
I was the backup Aladdin, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me, man. It made me realize, like, somebody thinks I got a nice voice, enough to sing, you know,
In front of other
Aladdin.
people.
If you know Aladdin, you know.
Right.
You feel me? So, like, that meant a lot, and it let me know I had something. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. So it sounds like, you know, from the beginning, family has always been, you know, a very important part of not just your, you know, your musical journey, but your life as a whole. So, you know, talk to me a little bit about, you know, your family, how much they support, you know, your musical endeavors, and how important that is for an independent artist, especially, you know, someone who sometimes, you know, independent artists might find it hard to find support from the people close around them. So, you know, talk about, you know, how important that is for independent artists to have support of, you know, your family, your loved ones around you.
Man, that support means everything. And, you know, having seen both sides of that support, when I first started, I did American Idol when I was 15.
Wow.
My mom had me up hours practicing. She stood in line with me for 10 hours just for me to get up there, audition, and to be let down, unfortunately. But it was the fact that she was there.
Yeah.
That support, man, that support means everything, especially coming from the people that are closest to you, because you're looking to them for all types of validation.
Right.
So if they're like, I'm going to stand in line with you for 10 hours, that let me know also, tying back into what you said before, that I had something.
Yeah.
And I was like, my mom believes in me. That's great. Every mom's supposed to believe in
Yeah.
them. Let me see if I can
Right,
get
right,
everybody else now.
But yeah, not every mom's going to stand in line for 10 hours. you know what I mean?
So tying into that, I in order for me to go to my American Idol audition, I had to call out from football practice.
Oh, wow.
And coach made me sing in front of the whole team. He said, if you want to get out of practice, I need to know that this is real, first
Wow.
of all. Because I was like, yeah, coach,
Put you
I'm
to the
going
test.
I'm going to American Idol. He was like, oh, yeah? All right. Put me in the middle of the cafeteria and said, sing in front of all 50 of your teammates. I said,
Wow.
okay. I did it. So, you know, you got to, that support means everything, from mom to Coach DeBeal from Warren Hills Regional High School. We'll get back to good old Warren Hills later. But yeah, man.
That's amazing, man. Like I said, having that support system is extremely important as an up and coming artist. So now let's talk a little bit about your sound, because I feel like you have a very unique voice. You know, I've listened to, you know, a lot of your music, obviously, and I feel like, you know, not too many artists sound like you. So how does an artist like yourself go about, you know, finding your own voice, right? Obviously, because you don't want to sound like other artists that are out there. You want to be able to make your own mark in the game. So tell me a little bit about how you were able to find your sound and how important that was for you.
Yeah, man. Can I be honest?
Absolutely, man. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. Independent revolution. We want that honesty.
I just found my sound. Maybe within about the last, we're in 2024, 2021, going into 2022, I was able to solidify what I want to sound like.
Okay.
I feel like before then it was always an effort to try and emulate somebody else,
Right.
rather than see what I truly sound like.
Okay. So what were some of those influences, like some of those people that you were trying to sound like while you were figuring it out?
First song I ever sang, for real, Neo, So Sick.
Okay.
Neo,
Okay.
So Sick.
Okay. That's a great one.
Sick of us. That was my joint, yo.
Yeah.
So, like, that put me Like I said, that was the song I used to try out for that play. For me, man, like I've witnessed a lot of people give up because of that exact reason.
Right.
The balance act.
Right.
They can't balance. The tightrope is just too tight for them. For me, I don't even think about it. If I'm being real, I feel like the ones that truly become successful in this, you don't think about it.
Right.
You just do it.
You just do what you got to do.
There ain't no, I got kids. Oh,
Right.
I got to work. All right. When am I going to the studio? I ain't been in the studio in a few months. I moved some distance between the studio that I'm comfortable recording at now. And so I haven't been around. I'm actually going tonight, though. Hey.
Yes, sir.
But it's hard. It's not easy. It is not easy at all. And I was watching an interview on, please forgive me if I'm wrong, Terrell. I forget his name. I want to say Terrell Johnson. It was on the R&B Money podcast with Tank and Jay Valentine. I'm excuse me, brother, if I'm messing up your name, but he was speaking on the fact that he's been doing this since like 2009, 2010, and he's just starting to see some success in this, and he's had to go back and quit he quit multiple times. He was like, I've quit multiple times. I've got a job and then came back. Got a job and came back.
Yeah.
For me, I've been with my company now for almost 5 years. I'm like, you know what? That's the record label.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that. And it's funny because I said it first months ago. I don't care who said it on Instagram. I said it about a year ago. Use your job as a record label.
Facts.
Use your 9 to 5 as a record label. That money you're getting, you're like, all right, they're investing in me to go to the studio. Yeah, you got other bills when it comes to being an artist too. So you pay your bills and then you go to the studio. It's just, so for me, that's what I started doing. And when I started doing that, I really found myself that I'm not unhappy at work anymore. Because I'm like, oh man, wait until I make this heat.
Right,
This is paying for me to go make that heat.
Yep.
And that's what I let it be. And for anyone out there who's going to let that stop them, don't.
That's major, man. That's major. You know what I mean? You got to keep chasing your dream while you chasing the bag. You know what I mean? You could do both at once. You know what I mean?
You really can.
Can.
God made us very versatile
Facts.
creatures.
Facts.
So don't ever tell yourself, oh, I just can't. Because people have watched me raise children, work a 9 to 5 job, hold down a relationship, and be an artist all at the same time.
All at the same time, yeah.
And the thing is, where people get it messed up is they don't all have to be perfect.
Right.
You could be like, as long as you're just like, all right, the energy bars over here are low on family. All right, let me go boost that. Music goes down a little bit. Cool. All right, work is going. Let me go boost that. It's a constant rotation of prioritizing what's in front of you.
Right.
Like, you can't do nothing else.
Yeah.
Just prioritize what you can. If the problem arises, cool. That becomes your new focus. If you're falling off of music, go back to that. For me, I didn't write for a while. I came back to it. It felt weird. You know, even just like a couple months of not writing, it was like, but if you're
Get
really,
right back to it's like riding a bike, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Get
say,
right back to it.
If you really do this, it is what it is. I put my 10,000 hours in, for sure.
Okay, I love that. So let's get back into the Avenue AR portion of everything.
Of course.
So what would you say is the most important thing? Because Avenue AR is a platform for, you know, artists that don't know. They connect you with real industry professionals that are looking to hear new music, that are looking for independent artists. So you can go onto the Avenue AR platform and post your music, submit your music for opportunities, submit your music to be heard by real industry professionals like Chris Gotti, Rodney Jerkins, the list goes on and on. So, you know, talk to me a little bit about how valuable that is, right? Being able to get that feedback, being able to, you know, submit your music for real world opportunities. Talk to me a little bit about how important that is.
Man, that opportunity is big. It's really big. As an artist, you work so hard for a long time just to see any type of results. And for me, that was one of the first signs that I was doing something right. having a company as like the Avenue AR decide that they want to pour investment into you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
Because, like I said, it all goes back to that validation. So having someone who relies on this to make money say, hey, we believe in you enough that we're gonna do this, this, and this.
Yep.
That's like, oh, hey man, I could never do nothing else. And I'm like, I made it. Thank you, everybody.
You see all this right here? We made it. You know what I mean? We made
Because,
it.
like, man, listen, like, you be in a beautiful place like this, and it's only dime it came on in my behalf is I had to work hard, put my head down, and ignore the negativity.
Right.
And then you look up one day and you find it, you're like, oh, when did I get in this neighborhood? So it's nice, man. It's nice.
That's awesome, man. And I mean, would you say the Avenue AR has been, you know, a very important platform for, you know, for independent artists to kind of help them kind of navigate, you know what I mean, and help them progress through the industry?
Just seeing the layout of their platform, like how it gives you not just one avenue, no pun intended, to take. You know, you have the option of, do I want to put my music out there for sync libraries to come into contact with it? Do I want to have the option of speaking with real life producers and A&Rs in the industry? Do I want to give myself tips and knowledge? Like, they provide all three of those things. So it's really just like, you really have the chance of a lifetime working with the Avenue AR, because they're people who have worked in this industry. They have the experience. They have the connections. The repertoire that they built for us to come in is pretty much like, if you're serious about the work and you're decent enough, there's an opportunity for you there. So I think for any independent artist out there, if you're not using the Avenue AR yet, get to it. Get to it for sure, man, because it's something that's going to pop up big. Like, nobody knew streaming was going to be what it was but this is the first, in my experience, this is the first company I've come across that does what they do at the level that they're doing it at.
Okay, so yeah, like you're hearing, Avenue AR is definitely a platform that is looking to help guide artists through their independent revolution. It's definitely, you know, a platform that helps, you know, liberate independent artists, give them that platform to help, you know, get their names out there, get their music out there, and get real feedback from real industry professionals. So now, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing right now. You know, I know you got a project out right now. So talk to the people a little bit about, you know, what you got going on at this particular moment, and what people should be checking out for right now.
My most recent project is Dead Roses, out now. It's another little EP that I put out this year. Songs like Lovesick still standing out on that EP. I'm very proud of just how well it's being received, you know. You called it. From day one, Corey, CO, said that Lovesick, one of the records on my EP that I undervalued, would do very well. And to look up today and see that song is #1 streaming on my page on Spotify at the moment, shut me up for sure.
Speaking of that, what we're going to do right now, we're going to check out a little sneak peek of that new single, Lovesick, out right now on all platforms. Let's check it out right now.
Gave you my all, yes, hard to fall in love, yeah. I made of plastic you don't wanna get involved with. It's a shame, but I feel like we belong, yeah. All the names written on the walls, yeah. I made a glass, better crack under pressure. Whispers in my ear saying you can make it get better. Tell me what happened to that old school love. Nowadays, seem like we just giving up. Maybe I'm just lovesick, tired of being played with. Sick of feeling bad when I know you do the same shit. Loving you is dangerous. You make me wanna give it up. Sick of being lied to, girl, I miss to hold you. Why'd you have to change after all that we've been through? Loving you is dangerous. You make me wanna give it up. Oh yeah. I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, no. From all your lies, I'm done with you. I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, no. Yeah. From all your lies, I'm done with you. Relationship under pressure. Tell me, are you nervous? At the end of the day, do you really see us working? Ghosts from our past wandering on the surface. Even when you're mad, I can't stand to see you hurting. But I gave you my all, yeah. I was in love, yeah. Thought I was enough, yeah. But I was nothing. What hit my heart where you succeeded? Gave you my all and you left me bleeding. Maybe I'm just lovesick, tired of being played with. Sick of feeling bad when I know you do the same shit. Loving you is dangerous. You make me wanna give it up. Sick of being lied to, girl, I miss to hold you. Why'd you have to change after all that we've been through? Loving you is dangerous. You make me wanna give it up. Oh yeah. I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, no. From all your lies, I'm done with you. I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, I'm cutting ties, no. Yeah. From all your lies, I'm done with you.
So that was Lovesick, out on all platforms right now. Definitely go and check that out. An amazing, amazing record by Rare out right now. So
Appreciate it.
So Rare, what would you say would be the biggest advice you would have for other independent artists that might be maybe in your position when you were just starting out, or even where you are right now? You know what I mean? Like trying to get to that next step, find that next big thing. What would you say is the best advice for artists that are currently on their own independent revolution?
Stay true to yourself. If you feel a way, act on that. Like, a lot of the times us artists find ourselves in situations where we don't speak up. And for me, I feel like the only growth I ever seen came from speaking up. Let that producer know, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Do that again. Hey, I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna telling somebody you're uncomfortable with something, business wise. It's a lot of ways for artists to find themselves in a jam. Dealing with industry execs, labels, distributors, managers, all of the above. As an artist, you really got to stay true to yourself. Music wise, make the music you like and gear it towards other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to make drill because drill's hot. Make an R&B song and make it hot. You ain't got to go make drill to be hot. You know, you don't have to ride everybody's wave. Stay true to yourself. And that means so many things. Speak up. Have a voice, not just the one you put on a record.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I definitely feel like you are one of those artists that have put themselves in a position where I'm going to make the music I want to make, and everybody's going to like it or it's not. But I feel like enough people are going to like it to where we can, do the things that you need to do. Right. Mm-hmm. So what's next for you, Rare? Let's talk about the future a little bit. What would you say is that next thing for you that's going to, help you continue on your journey, help get you to that next level?
Definitely continue to build with the Avenue AR. Working with them, like I said earlier, has just been a blessing so far. I want to continue this relationship and see what it has to offer us. Both parties, I feel like, can really benefit and I just genuinely want to continue just making the music that I love.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm already working on my next project.
Okay.
Going to the studio after we leave here, so that I can get back into the swing of things and make sure that this next one is the one that we all capitalize on. Because I've done a lot of work in the last 4 to 10 years, who knows now, and I just want it to pay off because a lot of people put effort and time and lost a lot to make this happen. So, man, just keep working.
Keep working. It's really as simple as that, right? Just keep
like
on
nobody
working.
cares. Keep going.
Nobody cares. Keep going.
And if you stop, like I said, nobody cares. If you keep going, they could care one day.
Yep.
One day you might have worked hard enough to earn that discernment from them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's the road I'm going to take every time.
I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's really as simple as that, right? Keep putting the work in. Keep dedicating yourself. Keep making sure that this is your passion. This is really what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So Rare, let everybody know where they can find you, where they can find your music, and how they can tap in with everything Rare.
Yeah, man. Yo, on social media, Instagram specifically, you can find me at, I'll tell you the whole thing, but just look me up by RVRE. It's Rare with an upside down A. And then on YouTube, definitely go look at and support the YouTube that I got. Like and subscribe. Rare. Trying to work a few things out so we can get everything connected to one hub there for you. But any support from whatever you can find is definitely appreciated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this has been Independent Revolution, powered by Avenue AR. Again, all independent artists out there. If you're looking to take your career to the next level, go to avenuear.com, where you can sign up and get your music heard by real music industry professionals that are looking to hear new music. Now, again, shout out to Rare for coming out and speaking us out here on Independent Revolution, Exposed, letting us know everything about himself and his career. Now, like I said, hop on to Avenue AR and get yourself acquainted with the site and be able to get your music where it needs to be heard. And if you want to hear more about other independent artists' journeys, their advice, their tips, make sure you like, subscribe, Independent Revolution. Now, again, for me, I'm your host, CO, a.k.a. The Manager. This is Rare. This is Independent Revolution Exposed. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
It's